Okay, we're live. Doing our little pregame test. See what we get as far as audio, video. 7 o'clock start here at the Anthony Jake Zabisky Stadium. District 2, 4A, first round playoff game.
There's a legendary Mr. Foy and his son coming in.
Pocono at Wyoming. Pocono comes in 4-6. They are the 6th seed. The Warriors at 9-1 are the 3 seed. Pocono had a good win against Crestwood last week, 7-10. They're coming in a little momentum here. We will see what we see. Looking at the stats a little bit, they're a fundamentally sound team. They played some good teams really close. They lost to Scranton by a touchdown, lost to Valley View by a touchdown. Just a lot of good competition they face during the year, so don't look into their 4-6 record at all. They're a team that's capable of handling anybody on a given night. And of course, they return with Coach Greg Dolan. He's been their coach 14, 15 years now, just a few years less than Coach Spencer. And a little bit of homecoming of sorts for him. So he'll have a lot of friends and family here, and a lot of people with conflicted emotions, right? As Craig scans around, looks like we're getting good pictures here. Yeah, just a pregame test. What I will do is just go over some stats that I have. First of all, our pregame is brought to you by 3 sponsors: Zano Auto Sales, Wyoming Avenue in Wyoming. Make your next car your best car. We got Mickey's Mini Mart on Route 92, Phil Campini and his gang. Good fuel prices. I always have good snacks and refreshments there. Mickey's Mini Mart. Regular stop. Dr. Jim McDermott at Chiropractics. Hashtag Tactics. Get you back into your game. Get you up best. See Dr. Jim McDermott at Chiropractics. Offensive rushing per game. Gotti, 263 yards per game. Allowed 71 yards. So that's impressive. Of course, they bumped those numbers up last week. I didn't know until I looked at the stats. They had over 400 yards rushing against Pittston area, so pretty impressive. North Pocono, on the other hand, has a little more balanced attack. They have 118 yards per game on the ground rush, 102.8 yards per game allowed, and that's just 220 overall. The Warriors are averaging 330 a game overall offensively. So Warriors about 120 yards more per game offensively than North Pocono. So that'll be the challenge for North Pocono, trying to keep the Warriors down. I have a number in mind. I think if North Pocono wants to win this game, they have to hold the Warriors to, I'd say, 20 points. Yeah. They're not the kind of team. They're not going to win a 45-38 shootout against the Warriors. They could win a 21-20 game. They could win a 14-13 game. But they really have to limit the big plays from Wyoming area. So here's a stat I have. Guess the number of touchdowns that North Pocono had over 30 yards per this year, and the number of touchdowns that Wyoming area had over 30 yards. How many? We do the 7. Actually had one 70-yard pass play. Everything else was less than yards. Now, how about the Warriors? Warriors had 14 touchdowns of 30 yards or longer. So,
I can remember a whole bunch of Aaron.
Well, Aaron had a bunch of them. Lodge had a bunch of them too.
He had a bunch of them.
So the Warriors have a little bit more of a quick strike on us. Now, defensively, the Warriors are allowing just under 100 yards per game rushing, 90 passing, and they've been tested. They were tested last week by the Patriots. Patriots have a really good passing attack with Drew DeLuca, Lucas Presto, Matt Walter. I would say North Pocono, maybe not quite as prolific as the Pittston area passing game, but they have a nice passing game. They have a test. They have two brothers. One brother is a quarterback. He's the senior, and the other brother's like 6'2". He's the freshman. He's the wide receiver. So you know those brothers. Sometimes they have a connection. I don't like to play against brothers because they have connections. They know where.
But they don't have the one thing, Frank. They don't have a DeLuca.
Well, they're West.
They don't have a DeLuca.
They know where they're going to be at all times, and they're usually on the same page, except when it comes to food and who's in charge of Mother's Day. But brothers scare me when they're on the other side. So, but look at that. The North Pocono defense is averaging, giving up over 200 yards per game.
That's not good for them.
So our strength matches up well against their deficiency. They're gonna have to do some things to try and slow this Warrior rush down. No doubt about it. But I think it's going to be an entertaining. Here's us. We're waiting for Carl. Here we are. Hey, Warrior Nation. We're getting ready. It's cold already as the sun goes down.
Not as cold as it was on Monday night.
It's not terrible.
This is my 5th Warrior event.
Yeah. Greg's been going at it all week, and the girls soccer, ladies soccer plays for the district title tomorrow.
Yes, they do.
Greg was up at North Pocono on Monday.
Yes, I was during a little bit of a sleet, not sleet, but it was drizzling a little bit.
Did you hear anything? Did we say anything about the game?
North Pocono? No. Actually, Bikes was up there, and he spoke with Greg a little bit. He said they're going to give us a good game, and that's what we're looking for.
I saw Greg the last time. So it'll be. I said bittersweet for him.
He's a homecoming. He's from West Pittston.
Yeah, he'll have some friends and family here, no doubt. I know a lot of his teammates follow that team and go to watch those games.
We played with his brother Gary.
Yeah.
And my older brother played with his brother Jimmy. But Jimmy and my brother Alan, they didn't go to Wyoming. They went to a different school.
And we all know Dave. So, big family. Nobody gets more Wyoming area than the Dolans. Of course, now we exported them to North Pocono. But they love them.
They have a good program.
Yeah, they love them. They've had them there for a long time.
He's a disciple of Coach Ball.
I'd like to say, like last week I said, I think we decided late. It was. Pittston came back. I'd like to say that I'd like to have a commanding lead by halftime. I don't know if we will. I'd like to say it's over a little bit before the fourth quarter, but obviously, we'll take a win if it's a 1-point win, because on any given night, anything can happen.
We want to advance. Like on Wednesday night, we had our wonderful field hockey team get upset.
Right.
And every one of us expected them to go far in the States.
When kids are involved.
Anything could happen. In these playoff games, anything could happen.
Don't take anybody for granted. And you get a turnover, you get a team that's maybe an underdog, and they get a score early, and they get on top, and then anything could happen.
Every single minute you have to play. Every single play with win or go home.
That's an excellent.
I've been saying that a lot. It was my daughter and I had the big conversation yesterday before the game. Win or go home. In her case, going home at the end of her soccer career. So they played super. The seniors played super last night. Like Addison Yankovic was just amazing.
So they've got to get ready. They got to play. They got to get ready to play a full 40 minutes tomorrow, and maybe extra.
80 minutes.
80 minutes. That's right. 80 minutes.
Two 40-minute halves.
And
And nobody comes out.
Yeah, that's right. So the boys got to get ready to play a full 48 minutes. And I hope that's enough. So our test is good. We have no drop frames in about 10 minutes, so that's good. So we're going to sign out, and we'll come back in. Usually when the band comes on, then we're on for the night. So we'll get the band on when they're ready, and then we'll see you back here about 6:40. So don't forget about us. Go get something to eat. Come back. We'll be on this YouTube page, and we'll also be on Carl's Verbally Intoxicated Facebook page. So go Warriors! See you in a bit.
So it's just YouTube Live.